The Fortnite map has changed a lot over time in the last 2 years, from being a very basic grassland map with a few locations, to a map with various biomes and many different points of interest, to a complete different map in the new chapter. So my name is Gattu, and on today's video, we will go over all the different maps introduced in Fortnite Battle Royale and discover the evolution of the Fortnite map. If you guys are new over here, I want you guys to go ahead and hit that subscribe button with notifications turned on. And quickly, I want to say use code GATTU in the Fortnite item shop because it directly supports the channel and it allows me to do all the giveaways here on the channel. And for this month, we are giving away 27,000 V-Bucks. So if you want to join in on that giveaway, check out the first link in the description. So we will start off the video from Season 1. So this is the very first map which was introduced in Fortnite Battle Royale, and there were only a few named locations and only one single biome, which is the grassland. And let's not forget, there was no tilted towers back on Season 1 because it was introduced later on, and we're gonna get into that in just a bit. So even on Season 2, the map was still the same which was introduced on Season 1, and there was still no tilted towers yet. Now skip to the next season and we actually have ourselves a lot of new POIs in the game itself, because in Season 3 a lot of new locations was added in this map, including Snobby Shores, Junction, Haunted Hills, Shifty Shafts, Lucky Landing, and Tilted Towers. And this was the map which made Tilted Towers the most popular spot in the map itself, because it was literally at the center of the map and there was a lot of loot, so people actually dropped over there a lot. So if you guys missed Tilted Towers, I want you guys to go ahead and drop a like on today's video, and let's see how many of you guys actually missed this map, because it used to be fully packed with action from the spot you drop in at that place. And let's not forget Haunted Hills, Snobby Shores, Junction, and Lucky Landing, because these were the spots which were considered the noob spots. And people like me, when we started the game at first on Season 3, we only used to go at these places because there wasn't a lot of people. I want you guys to comment down below, if Fortnite asked to bring back one OG location from the old map, which one would you bring? Now this is the season when the crazy events started happening, and there were a lot of meteors which were appearing in the map of Fortnite. And at the end of Season 3, this was the time when the meteors were actually falling in the Fortnite map. And finally on Season 4, a big meteor hit Dusty Depot and it left a huge crater, and it left behind Dusty Divot. F's in the chat if you guys remember Dusty Depot, because it used to be my favorite spot to land back in the days. But for the first time, we actually saw ourselves risky reels, and let's not forget the time we spent to unlock the secret skin back on this season. This was also the time when the Hero Mansion and the Evil Base Layer was created in the map of Fortnite, and they were all just recording a movie with a fake rocket. But little did they know, with the big meteor which hit Dusty Depot came in the Harp Rocks and the Visitor skin. Later on, the Visitor actually used the powers of the Harp Rocks and used it to modify the rocket which was used on the movie itself, and he created a huge rocket which was actually working, and he used that rocket and he literally tore apart the sky. Now this is where things become interesting, because this is the reason why we have the Chapter 2 map in Fortnite. So fast forward a few more days and we are now introduced with Season 5. And on Season 5 we saw a big change in the map, because earlier we only had one biome, but for the first time ever on the Season 5 map, we got ourselves the desert biome, which was added along with a lot of new locations. And finally, Paradise Palms replaced Mossy Mire, and a lot of people, they were actually happy with this map change because it was absolutely new, and all of these things took place because of the rift zone. Now these rift zones were taking things in and out of dimensions. We also saw a change in Anarchy Acres, as that was replaced by Lazy Links, and Tomato Town was replaced by Tomato Temple. A lot of people are gonna miss that, but that is not the only change we saw on this map, because there was a side location which was also introduced in the map, which was the Vikings location. Now fast forward a few more days and the rift was finally closed, and Kevin the Cube was added in this map, and it made a whole circle of the map and it finally submerged in the water. We all thought Kevin was gone, but on the Season 6 map, Kevin was brought back with some new locations. Now on this season, we actually saw a lot of crazy stuff happening on the map itself, because literally throughout the season, Kevin the Cube and the Loot Lake Island were literally stuck on this wind tornado, and they were circling all over the map. In this season, we actually saw a lot of mini events happening in the map of Fortnite, and we also had a lot of new items which were introduced on this map along with this season. Fast forward a few more days and we have ourselves the Season 7 map, and this season actually changed a lot of things because there were planes. But let's not talk about planes right now because this video is about the Fortnite season map evolution. So on this season, a new biome was added, as we saw at the end of Season 6. We had this huge iceberg which collided with the map, and now we have a lot of new POIs, and also Risky Wheels was getting a construction which was later on considered as the block. We're gonna talk about that in just a bit, because also with this season we actually saw ourselves a brand new loot lake, which was still amazing to have a look at because there were rainbows and everything. But with this new map there was a lot of new POIs which was added in the map of Fortnite, which included the Frosty Flights, Polar Peak, and Happy Hamlet. And at the same time, Greasy Grove and Flesh Factory were removed. I know a lot of you guys actually love Greasy Grove, but later on Greasy Grove did come back as a modification, and we're gonna get into that in just a bit. Now fast forward a couple of more days and boom, we have ourselves the Season 8 map, and it brought literally a volcano. And the block was also moved to a new location because over there we had ourselves a hot spring, and we also had some POIs such as Sunny Steps, Lazy Lagoon, and literally a volcano. Now these places and changes were absolutely amazing because a lot of people actually liked these places, and as the season was going on things became more interesting, and there was a lot of digging happening at Loot Lake, and finally they found themselves the 0 Point Oscillator. And at the end of the season we actually had ourselves the volcano event, where the volcano actually hit Retail Row and Tiller Towers and a big chunk of Polar Peak. Now fast forward a couple of days and now we have Season 9. Because on Season 9 everything was changed because we found ourselves the 0 Point Oscillator, because literally they were taking the power of the 0 Point Oscillator and they were powering all of these cool things such as the Slipstream, Mega Mall, and Neo Tilted. And also since the volcano was erupted, we have ourselves a brand new POI, which is the Pressure Plant. And on this season we actually had ourselves a lot of mobility. We had the Slipstreams, we had the Ballers, we had the Quad Crashers, we also had ourselves the Drift Boats, and moving around the map was pretty smooth and clear. On Season 9 we also saw the Caddis versus Robot fight, where the 0 Point was destroyed and it was kind of unstable, so the Slipstreams were stripped off on Season 10, and along with that came in the mechs. Now these things were pretty OP as some would consider. They were being nerfed every single patch, but still they remain OP. But on this video we are not talking about mechs, we are talking about the Fortnite map, and since the 0 Point Oscillator actually exploded, we actually have ourselves some rip zones which actually brought back a lot of cool things in the map of Fortnite, like Starry Suburbs, and also Neo Tilted was changed to Tilted Town, which was quite interesting because we couldn't build over there anymore. We also had the Borderlands promotion, where we had ourselves the Pandora location from Borderlands instead of Paradise Palms, before Paradise Palms was completely changed into Moisty Palms, where we could literally transform into a prop. Mega Mall was also brought back to Retail Row, but with a twist because there were zombies in the map of Fortnite. We also saw Greasy Grove coming back, but there was a twist because there were tacos over there. And the big meteor slowly closing in towards the Fortnite map at Dusty Depot. The visitor finally came along and they created this rocket, which was later on used to get rid of the meteor. But when we all thought the meteor was gone and the event was done, something unexpected happened in the map of Fortnite. We looked at the 0 Point Oscillator and we looked on top, and there was this rocket which went ahead and hit the 0 Point Oscillator. And even when we thought the event was over, the 10 visitors came in and they teleported the meteor instead of Dusty Depot to the 0 Point Oscillator. I would say that might be the worst move yet, because the whole map was literally destroyed, and we might not even know if the map is gonna return or not. But yeah, the map was finally sucked into a black hole. Literally, there was a black hole which literally sucked the map, and everything that we saw, literally even the characters and everything got sucked into it, even the battle bus. And boom, we stayed into the black hole for 2 straight days, and then finally came in the new chapter, which is Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 1, and we are now introduced with a brand new map with all new locations. We saw new places like Sweaty Sands, Holly Hedges, Weeping Woods, Slurpy Swamp, Misty Meadows, Lazy Lake, Reed Hill Row being still an OG spot, along with Risky Reels, Salty Springs, and Pleasant Park. We also saw Frenzy Farm, Dirty Docks, Steamy Stacks, and Craigie Cliffs being some new POIs which were introduced on this new chapter, and this chapter has been pretty dry, but as things are coming to an end, we are seeing a lot of storyline changes because literally at the center of the Fortnite map, things are turning into gold which we can't harvest. So I've made an original concept how the Fortnite map is actually gonna look in the brand new season, because as we all know, the final event is kicking in. And if you have a look at this concept, you guys can see on Slurpy Swamp, and if you compare it with the current map, Slurpy Swamp is literally getting rid of all the waste, so this place is gonna be filled with that, and all the energy which is being used from Kevin the Cube is gonna surround the area of Steamy Stacks as well as this whole thing. Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 2 or Season 12 is coming in really soon. I will be giving out 10 of the Season 12 Battle Passes to 10 lucky subscribers. So if you guys want to join on that giveaway as well, just leave your epic name in the comment section and make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any videos. So yeah, my name is Gattu and I'm gonna catch you all in the next video. So till then, goodbye and have a great day ahead.